Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ratnika and this is Natural Vibrations. I'm sorry if you can't hear me properly. A lot of you might, I don't know if I told you this before, but I also run a music company and I organize concerts and festivals. And this past weekend, I had a big festival that I was running and I lost my voice. In fact, this is after a lot of medication and a couple of days after the festival that some voice is coming out. So I hope you can hear me. I definitely didn't want to skip out on the mid to end November reading. So I'm gonna do a quick one, and I hope you guys can hear me. I just want to let you know I'm back, and if anybody is interested in booking an EFT session or private readings, they can log on to my website naturalvibrations.in or email me at naturalvibrationsindia@gmail.com. My voice should return completely in the next few days. So once again, at this time I've used some new cards. So I would love to hear what you think of them. I've used where is the booklet? 1 second. I've used the Oracle of the Visions by Zero Marchetti. So those are the cards, and I have used the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed, and these are the cards. So I would love to hear what you think of these new cards and if they resonate with you. Of course, and the other one are the Romance Angel Oracles by Doreen Virtue. I'm going to be uploading another video. I bought two other cards, the Lenormands and the Sibyllas, and I'm offering a free reading uh, with those cards, a quick free readings because I'm practicing and I want to see if they're accurate. So there's going to be another video on that uploaded. So if you comment on the messages there, you can get yourself a you can win a free reading. All right. Let's just jump right in. I wanted to do a reading for 1111, but unfortunately, due to my voice, I couldn't do one. It was pretty strong energies, but because I was so distracted with work, I actually couldn't feel, go into the depths of that. For this reading for mid to end November, I've laid out the masculine and the feminine as usual. Please understand when I use the masculine and feminine, they're just energy. They don't actually represent men or female. This time I've done the spiritual, emotional, and the action space as opposed to doing four because it hurts to talk a lot. All right, let's jump right in. For the masculine spiritual, we've got love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And metamorphosis. So what's happening in the masculine spiritual is that he is going through a big change, and he is things are moving from him. I guess in the 1111 gateway definitely opened a portal. Things are moving. He's becoming, from a caterpillar into a butterfly, and is helping his soul grow. And it's also teaching him to sort of love himself a bit more, the concept of self-esteem and what you really want to pursue, your life goals, your life purposes are probably playing a role in what's in his life right now. He's trying to figure out what his purpose in life is, where he fits in, what his goal is, and what his next step is. When it comes to the feminine, we've got children. Your love life is being affected by children. Flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others, and magic stream. That's the new card. So if you guys want to, I hope you can see that. Okay. So first of all, children. Now this could mean that we have children. The feminine have children on their mind. This could mean that they're thinking about their future. If you're getting older, maybe thinking about how you can, have children. I've been debating about IVF and in the sense of not really IVF, but like storing my eggs and things like that. So a lot of people might be going through something similar. It could also mean that we are working through another set of issues that haven't been cleared completely, which have to do with our childhood. This is another thing I know I'm working through. Some of my triggers were revealed to me the last week that haven't been cleared completely. Some of the blockages and issues that I have faced, and that is where I'm going to be doing my EFT this week once my voice returns. But basically, that's what's going on in the feminine. They either have issues from their childhood popping up, or they are thinking about children. The universe is advising them to have a bit more, like be a little bit more light-hearted about things. Don't take things so seriously. If you are getting triggered or things are popping back up, it's okay. You just have to work through them, and you kind of have to clear them out. And if you are thinking about children, there's also telling you to relax. It's not the end of the world. If you want to think of backup plans, you can, but don't be so worried. The magic stream card, if I remember correctly, I'm still getting to know these cards, is this connection that we have to the divine. The universe is saying that, once we realize that we are all totally connected with the universe, we're connected to the divine, that we have this constant stream of magic flowing through us, and we accept it and we acknowledge it, and then we can allow it to come through and sort of do its work for us. Everything, that's this whole twin flame journey is orchestrated by the divine. So if you're meant to have things happen to us in a particular timetable, they will, as long as we realize that we're part of this bigger picture, and this that we're totally connected to the divine at all times. And that's where we are, and we are getting there. When it comes to the masculine's emotional, we've got keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual expectations, and slow and steady. So what's happening is that because the masculine is going through this metamorphosis and sort of realizing, the his role, his connection to the divine, to the feminine, sorry, as well as the divine, he's sort of being encouraged. He's now sort of keeping an open mind. Maybe up till now he never thought that he and his twin, because he didn't know, he may not know of the term twin, and he was resisting it. He never thought that maybe he will get back together with her. And now he's sort of keeping an open mind about it, and being more open to the idea of getting back together with her. But he also realizes that it's a journey and things will take their time. He's still going through a big change, big transformation, and it's going to take time before he's ready and you're ready to be with each other. So it is a slow and steady race, and he is sort of realizing that he has a long way to go, but he also feels a bit more positive and open about that. When it comes to the feminine, we've got let your friends guide you, ask for and accept support from others, and we've got talisman. So what the talisman says is sort of the same as let your friends help you, is that you have sort of lived through this journey. You're at the end of your lessons. Most of the bigger lessons you've already learned. You have a new road ahead, and whatever you wish to do, you have everything you need in your hand, all the wisdom you want, because you have gone through so many changes and so much you have learned through this twin flame journey, that you are very well equipped and prepared for the future. So the universe is saying that no matter where you wish to go, you are ready, and you have everything you need to make this a success. And if you do feel worried and a little bit afraid once in a while about how this journey is going to unfold, what the universe is reminding you is that can let your friends, people who you trust, because you've been through this journey and you understand who is there on your side, who you can trust. They can be God, the universe, angels. It can also be people who truly believe in you and your journey, or people like me or other readers you rely on. It's telling you now it's a time for you to trust us and take our support if you need it. And if you are worried, you can always rely on the people who have your back, who understand this journey. So you are not alone, and you have all the gifts you need to go on this new path, this journey, because you have learned and you've come so far. When it comes to the physical, the masculine has called playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. And rock bottom. I'm going to read rock bottom from the book because I like the way it's been explained. It says, surrender and acceptance are the keys to freedom. As difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you've reached to a point where you can go no further in the same manner in which you have been doing so. Perhaps you've hit a proverbial brick wall, or experienced a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. The old way of doing things must be disregarded fully in order to move onwards and upwards. A new direction and a new strategy are called for. The only way out is to surrender, accept things as they are, and admit that you have no idea what to do next. If you wait in the heartfelt moment of release, then a stairway will appear like magic, and all matters of synchronicities will show you the way to higher ground. The rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely. So, as we know, the masculine is going through dramatic changes, and he's probably feeling like he's reached a point of no return. He has to change. He's trying really hard to stick to his old ways and to navigate his life the way he used to, and the universe, the spirits, the energies are pushing him and pushing him because he has reached a point where he cannot function the same way he used to. He has to change, he has to grow, and once he accepts that and once he allows that, things will work out. So what the universe is saying is that the masculine is at this point where he's trying to resist, but he's going to eventually realize that he cannot resist this anymore. He cannot go the old way anymore. And as soon as he lets go, things are going to change for him dramatically. And at the same time, the universe is saying he needs to have a light-hearted attitude towards this thing. He has to sort of like let himself shine. The universe, the masculine is trying so hard not to change, not to let his true self come out, because we are our true selves after transformation, and he's not letting that happen. And the universe is telling him, relax, let it happen, let go, and be more lighthearted and trust, and everything will work out. When it comes to the feminine, we've got a lot of cards in the physical. We've got forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. So this goes back to maybe the childhood card that came up. That maybe you have some issues from childhood that you still need to work on and release. So if you have some of these issues popping up, you now is the time in your physical to do some healing work. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some EFT and Reiki and shamanic healing on myself. And if that is, and you guys should also figure out a way if you are getting triggered on how to heal that. At the same time, the feminine also really wants to reconcile with her masculine, because she understands that she's got this strong magnetic chemistry with him. You know, she understands that there's a strong connection, and she really just wants to get back together with him. The other two cards we got was Moonlight and movement. So what the universe is also saying is that at this moment, you need to trust your intuition, trust your higher selves, trust your inner knowing that I know that you do want that your magnetic connection that you feel with your masculine is real. So, and I know you want to get back together with him, but you got to trust this move, trust this process, trust your intuition, and your intuition is correct when it tells you that things will work out. And at the same time, it's saying that there is some movement happening from the feminine side as well. See, once you're working on yourself to release issues, there is movement. Once you clear some of the blockages that are holding you back, because you need to do a lot of work on yourself before union occurs. Once you realize that you still have stuff that you're getting triggered about, and you start working on them, then you will be guided to take certain steps. These steps could be, like I said, healing work or other things. Like some people might change their career, they might do something, they might go on a retreat, they might, I don't know. There are lots of different ways. A lot of some feminines may not have come into their own yet. They may not have discovered their mission work. I know I discovered my mission work 2 years ago when we separated, and but not every feminine has discovered that. And if you haven't, once you do this healing work, there will be movement, and you will be guided to take certain steps, which will help you in the longer process for union. When it comes to the union energy, we've got codependency. Addictions are affecting your love life. This is going back to maybe you got maybe being over. This could also be like I think we saw this in the beginning of November, and this could sort of be the tail end of that. That some of you may still be feeling very triggered, and because of that, resorting to overeating, oversleeping, drinking, drugs, sex, whatever it is that um, your drug of choice is. And at the same time, it could also be that you're overthinking and wondering over and over again, well, what's going to happen with your masculine. Maybe you're too stuck in the past or too focused on what's going to happen, when is going to happen, and that is affecting your life, because at the end of the day, you got to let go for it to grow. At this moment, the only thing you can do is you can work on like your triggers and anything that has been stirred up with the 1111 gateway, and work on that. You've also got the Coming to Life card 29 for Union. I'm going to read this from the book as well. Um, Give me a second, I'm sorry. Something beautiful is being born in your life. When you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you shed skins and identities and created new ones, or at least, or the very least, matured in ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with your own. This card indicates that a long held dream is beginning to show signs of life. Wow, guys, you guys are going to start seeing signs of union, all right? But remember, it's going according to divine's timing. You must not try to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for the manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you can possibly imagine. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. Beautiful. So this goes back to the codependency. I think what's happening is a lot of us are so focused on how is it gonna happen, when is it gonna happen, and sort of expecting to a point where, okay, I'm gonna do this and this is gonna happen. And the universe is saying is that your this dream of your that you've had for so long is going to come true, but you gotta let go. You're gonna start seeing signs, but you can't control things. You can't be controlling. You gotta let go and just watch in awe about the beauty that the universe has and how it's creating everything. The I also pulled a card from the oracle of the visions for the union energy, what we needed to know and work on at this moment, and I got 41. So such beautiful cards. I'm gonna read this from the book as well. I just bought these cards, so I don't remember everything about them, but soon I will. This card is basically means identity, self-analysis, and knowing oneself. One's own self is well hidden from one's own self. Of all mines of treasure, one's own is the last to be dug up by Friedrich Nietzsche. This card presents an image of self examination. The answer to who we are can have multiple answers, and those answers may change with time and circumstances. We wear our various masks to falsely reflect or truthfully portray the myriad versions of what we can or what we are. In this scene, we see a reflection of our many selves. Like the Russian dolls below, have one of these. Russian dolls below. We are personas within personas, any of which can be prominent or visible, facsimile, which choose to outwardly project at any given moment. By deliberate choice or emotional reaction, we reach out and choose from one of the many masks. In this scene, a plain and flamboyant choice is available, but in truth, there are so many others. The danger is that on some occasions we are not in control. Outside influences can provoke emotional states. It is then at our vulnerable moments that the masks choose us. So what this card is telling us that in right now, like I said, it's time of healing. It's also a time of getting to know oneself. To truly understand what is going on within, what is being reflected out, as within so outside, so out without, as what happens inside is happening outside. What are the masks we're wearing? What are the stories we're telling ourselves? This is the time of self healing again, and I know it's so frustrating to be told the same thing at every reading, but This is a journey, and at the end of the day, we still have a lot of things to do. So right now is the time for us to sort of like do a little bit of self-examination and also understand what are our own blockages that are holding us back, because it is our own blockages that are, sorry, that is slowing us down. And we need to work on it. So it goes back to the forgiving and learning card, as well as in self-examining, because things are changing, but codependency doesn't help. Okay. All right, universe. Sorry. All right. Wow, I'm really on too many medication. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry about my voice. If you wish to book a private reading, you can log on to my website. I will see you guys in the beginning of December. Take care. Bye.